Let's move on to the third program, which is to write program to read two integers a and b and then compute a by b and print when b is not 0. In case if b is 0, we have to raise an exception and print that it's not possible to divide by 0. Okay, so this is the general output. We'll have the inputs a and b, and it will be sent to the process, which is the program which we'll be writing, and that program will output two possibilities. In case if b is not 0, a by b will be printed, or else cannot divide by 0 will be printed. Let's see how to do that in Java. Firstly, I'll be defining a main class, and I'll be taking two integers a and b for storing the values a and b, and I'll be calculating the result. For that, I'll be taking the integer result. I'll be creating a scanner object sc for taking in the input. Now I'll be taking the value of a by using sc dot next int. Similarly, I'll take the value of b also. After getting these two values, but before that I have to print out to the users that enter two integers, and after taking the input I have to write a try catch block. Try catch is nothing but inside the try block, whatever code I write, it will be executed. If there is any error, that will be caught and printed in the catch block. Okay, so here I will calculate the result as a by b and print out the result, and catch arithmetic exception e. That means if there is any error, it will be caught here. Okay, and I'll be printing out that if there is an error at that time, cannot divide by 0. Let's run the program and see. I have to enter two integers. Initially I'll be entering 2 and 1, so the result should be 2. Yeah, it's working. And now I'll enter 1 and 0. See, when I entered b as 0, it shows cannot divide by 0, so the program is working fine. In the second part, you have to write a Java program that implements multi-thread application and has three threads. First one will generate a random integer, and second one will calculate the square of that number, and third one will calculate the cube of that number. Let's see what's the general overview of this program. We have to write code to generate three threads. Okay, threads, you can consider that as process. Okay, individual process, and let's call it as thread a, thread b, and thread c. Okay, you can call it as process a, process b, and process c. What do these threads do? They perform a small amount of task. That means in our case the first thread should produce a random integer. Okay, it produces a random number between 1 to 100. Okay, and what does b do? It will take the random integer, suppose that it is r, and it will calculate its square and it will print the value. What does the third thread do? It will take the random integer r, it will find its cube, and it will print the value. Okay, so these are the tasks of the three threads a, b, and c. Next, how we will implement this in the Java? This is the flowchart of our program. For calculating the each thread will be defining a class here. So the first class will be for um, random thread. Okay, in this class we'll be generating a random thread, and then we'll be sending that thread to a class called as square thread. What does square thread do? It will take that random integer, it will calculate the square, and it will print the value. Okay, similarly we'll have a class for cube also. The cube thread will take the random integer r, and it will find out its cube and print the value. Okay, so these are the three threads which we need, and finally by the main program will be in the main program we will be executing the codes. Okay, for first one we will be calling only in main program we will be doing one thing. We will be creating a uh, object of this class, and then we will be passing on the thread of that object. Okay, so first we will be creating an object of random class. Okay, that is the random class object, and then we will be passing on this object as a thread. Okay, for that we will be passing on in t is nothing but thread. Okay, and after that it will come here, it will find out a random integer, it will print the value. Then this will send the random integer to square thread, it will square the value and print, and then it will pass on to the cube thread also, it will also cube the value and print, and that's it for this program. Okay, So let's see how to do that in Java. Firstly, I'll be creating the main class, and I'll name it as main thread, and inside this I'll have only void main. Firstly, I'll be creating the random thread object, and I'll give it a name as thread obj, and after that I'll be creating a thread and passing it in that. Okay, t1 is a thread, and inside that I'll be passing the object of random thread. Okay, and I'll write t1 dot start. So this will start the thread. Now let's define the random thread class, which is the first thread for creating a random integer. Class random thread implements runnable. That is an interface, so we'll use the keyword implements, and inside that I'll create a random object R, and I'll create two threads, T2 and T3 for square and cube. Okay, I have to write the public function run, and inside that I'll create a integer num, and R will be initialized as new random, and inside the try block I'll write code for generating a random integer between 1 to 100. Num is equal to r dot next int will generate a random integer between 1 to 100, and I'll print out the main thread, and the generated random number is num. Okay, so it will be printed what number I have generated. After that I'll create a object of t2, which is for square thread, and I'll be passing it value, means what number I got here num. I'll be passing it in t2, and I'll write t2 dot start. In t3 also I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be creating a new thread and passing in the value of the number I created, and I'll write t3 dot start. So this for the try block, and thread dot sleep means it will pause for a while and then again resume. Okay, and inside the catch block I'll have the exception e. If any error occurs, at that time it will be caught and it will be printed that interrupted or any error occurred. Okay, now let's define the square thread and cube thread class. I'll be writing class square thread implements runnable, and inside that I'll be creating a integer x, and I'll be initializing the value of x as whatever the integer passes, means the random number. And I'll be writing the void run function, in which I'll be printing the square thread and the value of the square of the number. In the same way I have to do for the cube also, so I'll be copy pasting this code and then changing the name to cube thread as for the constructor also, and in the message also, and this will be printing the cube of the given number. Let's run the code and see. So the output is that the main thread number is printed, and it's square, and the cube is printed. And for the second and third also it's the same thing, 4, 16 and 64, and for the third number also.